Hi everyone, you are watching Commerce King Academy. As you know, we are reading the remaining part of first chapter number 1 today, which is Introduction to Accounting or Basics of Accounting. Dear students, we will repeat first just names of the topics which we have already read, which was accounting number 1. The second was accounting versus accounting. Third is bookkeeping versus accounting. Fourth was accountancy versus accounting in last videos. So in this video we will discuss the types, branches of accounting. There are 8 types of accounting. First is financial accounting. Second, managerial or management accounting. Cost accounting, auditing, tax accounting, accounting information system, fiduciary accounting, forensic accounting. Dear students, I am going to word first at financial accounting, which is the first type of accounting. I will pay special attention to this point and give some extra discussion because our next chapters will be on financial accounting. So let's start. Dear students, financial accounting is the field of accounting concerned with the summary, analysis, and reporting of financial transactions related to of any business or any organization. This involves the preparation of financial statements available for public use or other related parties to the organization. So there are two major functions of financial accounting. First is measure business activities. Second function of financial accounting is to communicate information about these activities to tax authorities, investors, and creditors for decision making or other management aspects. Same as there are two functions, and now we will discuss the major types of financial accounting. There are two types of financial accounting. First is cash based accounting. Second is accrual based accounting. Both methods use double entry accounting to accurately record financial transactions. Normally, cash based accounting sometimes used by small businesses and accrual basis accounting used by large businesses or organizations. So dear students, first type of financial accounting, which is cash basis accounting. Cash basis refers to a major accounting method that recognizes revenues and expenses at the time cash is received or paid out. For example, when buying office supplies, the company typically pays cash for them. Under cash basis accounting, the company then has a business expense and a reduction in their cash balance. The business would record revenues from sales when the payment actually arrives 30 days or so after the invoice is sent. Whether the second type, accrual accounting, is an accounting method where revenue or expenses are recorded when a transaction rather than when payment is received. The method follows the matching principle, which says that revenues and expenses recognized in the same period. For example, you would record revenue when a project is complete rather than when you get paid. This method is more commonly used than the cash method. The next step in financial accounting is who are the users of financial accounting. Internal users, owners, managers, and employees. External users are suppliers, banks, customers, investors, potential investors, and tax authorities. Major contents used by financial accountants and defined by Financial Accounting Standard Board. Financial Accounting Standard Board has defined the elements of financial statements of business enterprises, which are assets, liabilities, equities, revenues, expenses, gains, losses, investment by owners, distribution to owners, com- comprehensive income. Now we move toward characteristics of financial accounting. The number one characteristics of financial accounting is understandability. The second is relevance. Third characteristics of financial accounting is consistency. Fourth is comparability. Fifth characteristic of financial accounting is reliability. Sixth is objectivity. Now we will talk about first characteristics of financial accounting, understandability. This implies the expression with clarity of accounting information in such a way that it will be understandable to users who are generally assumed to have a reasonable knowledge of business and economic activities. Second is relevance. Relevance implies that to be useful, accounting information must assist a user to form, confirm, or maybe revise a view, usually in the context of making a decision making. For example, should I invest? Should I lend money to this business? Should I work for this business? Third is consistency. This implies consistent treatment of similar items and application of accounting policies. Fourth characteristic is comparability. This implies the ability for users to be able to compare similar companies in the same industry group and make comparisons of performance over the time. Much of the work that goes into setting accounting standards is based around the need for comparability. The fifth characteristic of financial accounting is reliability. Reliability, this implies that the accounting information that is presented in the truthful, accurate, complete and nothing significant missed out, capable of being verified, for example, by a potential investor. The sixth point and last point of characteristics of financial accounting is objectivity. This implies accounting information is prepared and reported in a neutral way. In other words, it is not biased toward a particular user group or vested interest. The next point is types of financial statements. There are 5 financial statements: income statement or profit and loss statement, statement of financial position or balance sheet, statement of changes in equity, statement of cash flow, noted disclosure or notes to the accounts, or financial statements. The second type of accounting is managerial accounting or management accounting in the context of their intentions. The next question arises in our minds, which is, what do managerial accountants do? Managerial accountants are the persons who are certified in CMA, abbreviated Certified Management Accountant. Managerial accountants work within companies and organizations to direct internal financial process, monitor costs, sales, spending, and budgets, conduct audits, identify past trends and predict future needs, and assist company leaders within financial decisions. Dear students, I am going to state the next type of accounting, which is cost accounting, which is considered the part of management or managerial accounting. The process of cost accounting. First one is, the first point of process of cost accounting is recording cost data, classification of cost, determining total cost, unit cost, selling price, cost control, and decision making. Cost accounting is the process of ascertaining and accumulating the cost of product or activity. It is a process of accounting for classification, analysis, interpretation, and control of cost. The next branch of accounting is auditing. Process of audit is, first is inquiry, confirmation, inspection of documents, inspection of tangible assets, observation, recalculation, reperformance, analytical procedures, independent opinion. Audit is the examination or inspection of various books of accounts by an auditor, followed by physical checking of inventory to make sure that all departments are following document system of recording transactions. It is done to ascertain the accuracy of financial statements provided by the organization. The next branch of accounting is tax accounting. Tax accounting is the subsector of accounting that deals with the preparations of tax returns and tax payments. Tax accounting is used by individuals, businesses, corporations, and other entities. Tax accounting for an individual focuses on income, qualifying deductions, donations, and any investment gains or losses. Next branch is accounting information system. Accounting information system and its elements, just like environment, management, data processing software, database, input physical resources, transforms into or output physical resources. Dear students, accounting information system is a structure that an business uses to collect, store, manage, process, retrieve, and report its financial data. So it can be used by accountants, consultants, business analysts, managers, chief financial officers, auditors, regulators, and tax agencies. Next branch, fiduciary accounting. A fiduciary is a person or business who is legally responsible to act in the best interest of their clients. Or a fiduciary is someone who manages property or money on behalf of someone else. When you become a fiduciary, The law requires you to manage the person's assets for their benefit and not your own interest. In a fiduciary relationship, the person who must prioritize their client's interest or intentions over their own is called the fiduciary. The person receiving services or assistance is called the beneficiary or principal. A fiduciary relationship can exist between friends or family members. For example, you might manage a friend's expenses if they become ill and undergo medical treatment. But more commonly, you will deal with a fiduciary when working with certain types of professionals such as lawyers and financial advisors. Directors of corporations also have a fiduciary responsibility to act in the best interest of their company and shareholders. Fiduciary duty is a serious obligation. If a fiduciary does not fulfill their duties, called the breach of fiduciary duty, the beneficiary could be entitled to damages. Dear students, what is fiduciary duty? Fiduciary duty is the requirement that certain professionals like lawyers or financial advisors work in the best financial interest of their clients. US law indicates about members of certain professions who are doing business for certain clients be bound by fiduciary duty. What a fiduciary is? Which professionals or professions commonly have fiduciary responsibilities? For example, fiduciary in accounting involves recording the transactions associated with a trust or estate entity and issuing periodic reports on the status of the entity. This accounting is dealt with a cash basis where cash is recorded when received and disbursements and distributions are recorded when paid or received. A fiduciary accounting is a comprehensive report of these activities within a trust, estate, or conservatorship during a specific time period. It shows all of the receipts and disbursements managed by the executor or trustee. Common professionals or professions or positions that require fiduciary duties include trustee of a trust, estate executor, lawyer, directors of the corporations, real estate agents. The responsibilities of fiduciaries remains consistent even across different types of professional relationships. Common professions or positions that require fiduciary duties include how fiduciary duty works. In acting in a beneficiary's best interest, fiduciaries have two main duties. Number one is duty of care. Number two is duty of loyalty in the interest of beneficiary by the fiduciary. I repeat again, how fiduciary duty works. In acting in a beneficiary's best interest, fiduciaries have two main duties. Number one is duty of care. Number two is duty of loyalty. The next and last accounting branch is forensic accounting. Forensic accounting and fraud examination. Forensic accounting has the elements of forensic accounting have element Forensic accounting's elements are psychology, information system, legal and quasi-legal, intelligence, sociology, investigations, accounting, criminology, and computer forensics. Forensic accounting and fraud examination relating to or denoting the application of scientific methods and techniques to the investigation of crime. Another meanings of forensic accounting are the term refers to the application of scientific knowledge to legal problems. Forensic accounting utilize accounting, auditing, and investigations skills to conduct an examination into the finances of an individual or business. Forensic accounting provides an accounting analysis suitable to be used in legal proceedings. The next question in forensic accounting context is, what do forensic accountants do? Forensic accountants examine data to determine what missing money has gone and how to recover it. They may also present reports of their financial findings as evidence during hearings, where they often testify as reports witnesses. Forensic accountants working at some agencies are more likely to testify in court. Another topic in relation to types or branches of accounting is types of accountants and accounting professionals. For clear understanding of accounting types and branches of accounting, which we read earlier, and who and how people work in these. For example, first one is auditors. How auditors work in auditing. Auditors are the professionals that prepare and examine financial records. They ensure that the financial records of a company are accurate and that taxes are paid properly and on time. They also assess financial operations and work to help ensure that companies run efficiently. Next is bookkeepers. Bookkeepers oversee a company's financial data and compliance by maintaining accurate books on accounts, payable and receivable, payroll and daily financial entries and reconciliations. They perform daily accounting tasks such as monthly financial reporting, general ledger entries, and record payments and adjustments. The next the next accounting career is certified public accountants. They work for public accounting firms, both small and large. They act as consultants on many issues, including taxes and accounting. A CPAs or certified public accountants is a trusted financial advisor who helps individuals, businesses, and other organizations plan and reach their financial goals. The next is cost accountants. Cost accountants help to plan, budget, and monitor performance, set standard units costs, and appropriate cost saving opportunities. The role is important in understanding where a company is spending money as well as which products, departments, or services are most profitable. Next is financial analyst. A financial analyst looks to past and current trends to help achieve a future reality. While an accountant may review a company's financial data on the day-to-day basis, many financial analysts use reports generated by accountants to make recommendations about how best to use company resources. What do financial planners in accounting? Accountants do auditing work, financial forecasting, and putting together financial statements, while financial planners help individuals with wealth management and retirement planning. Accountants are usually detail oriented and good with numbers, while financial planners are better at sales and networking. Management accountant or managerial accountant look after a company's accounts. They advise managers about the financial implications of business decisions to aid growth and profit, preparing reports, budgets, commentaries, and financial statements, undertaking financial administration and internal audits. What does a payroll accountant do? Payroll accountants prepare employee salary statements and process paychecks. They maintain payroll files and create reports. Payroll accountants ensure all payroll procedures are in line with governmental laws and policies. Tax accountants determine tax strategies that differ, minimize or eliminate tax payments, and arrange audits with taxation authorities. These accountants prepare tax documents cliently that can include public and private companies, non-profit organizations, government agencies, and private individuals. Other careers in accounting are actuarial accountant, tax preparer, tax manager, forensic accountant. Actuarial accountants use statistical data including financial, social, and demographic information to assess and manage future risks. They help businesses and clients minimize costs by quantifying risk and uncertainty and making data driven recommendations to keep clients in solid financial standing. Tax preparer work with clients to produce tax return documents that follow tax laws and regulations. They keep their clients updated on their return information and work with them before tax time to derive a plan that will help them reach their desired financial goals and outcomes. Tax managers report taxes, ensure compliance with various regulations, and oversee accounting staff in their organizations. If you are wondering what are the job responsibilities of tax manager, the answer is simple. Tax managers are accountants who specialize in taxes. Forensic accountants compile financial evidence, develop computer applications to manage the information collected, and communicate their findings in the form of reports or presentations. Along with testifying in court, a forensic accountant may be asked to prepare a visual aids to support trial evidence. So dear students, thanks for watching this video. We have learned in it types or branches of accounting as well as careers in these. If you like this video, please don't forget like, share, and comment. Thank you all.